Hello, it is me, Quentin Hyde, and today we're going to be talking about modern music, and essentially they're kind of right, but also really not. So I wanted to point that out because people are always so shocked about it. So first I'm going to do that story, then after that I'm going to be talking about, you can go into that, and then after that we're just going to be talking about whatever comes to mind, because in the end, pardon, this is a thing for us to hang out and have fun. My hair does this, so I'm going to be whooshing it back a lot. Welcome to everyone who is already coming in. I have my whole list of things that I want to talk about for this subject right here on my laptop. So the first thing is always, people ask me, Quentin, do you actually listen to music? Barely. Honestly, barely. I've heard, like, of course, because I'm not other people, but I think most people listen to music every day. Like, you can confirm that in the chat or deny that. I'm not sure. But I think most people, if they can, they listen to music every day. I absolutely don't. I don't. I think most of the time, like lately, I have been listening slightly like more than usual, but 9 out of 10 times I would listen to music around one time a week, which is ironic because I'm actually paying for Spotify Premium. Yeah, see, everyone is listening to it every day, and I usually like once or twice a week, all the while paying for Spotify Premium. People get very shocked by this. Um, there's also this thing to it as background noise. Yes, that's what I actually do. Exactly, that's the reason I listen to it as background noise. The only thing is, I can never use background noise because what I'm doing is I'm either watching a video, making a video, or talking to someone. So that, in the end, like I can't use background noise. I don't want to hear another song play when I'm editing a video that requires me to listen to its audio. Like I can't just be like hearing me speak and in the background hearing, why don't you just meet me in the middle, because I can't hear myself anymore. Also, I like that song. That's a good song. um Another thing, and I think it's because I'm autistic. I had to like put something in my hair to keep it back, like bobby pins or something. But so many people are like, oh my god, this song gave me goosebumps, or oh, this song almost makes me cry. I have no emotion when it comes to music. I think, like, I'm pretty sure that's like a flaw in my brain. I don't feel emotion when listening to music. It can be like a super sad song. If I don't associate it with something, I'm not gonna be sad about it. I had this one song that made me cry, but that's because it was played at a funeral once, and it just made me think of that, and that was like really sad. But 9 out of 10 times, like the saddest song, if it doesn't have like a visual or a story behind it, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, those are some proper sad lyrics, yeah. And people are just like, and I'm just, yeah, the same, like, oh, her vocals are so good. I just feel like the goosebumps just crawl all over me. I'm like, yeah, I don't have that. Sorry, I guess. Hi, welcome. Uh, the only thing that I really do when listening to music is think, if I were to make a video or a movie, and saying that I would be allowed to use that copyrighted music, what scenes could I fit it into? Like if there's like some super sad song, I'm like, hmm, someone. No, it's not someone dying. It's someone has to leave. Lyrics. Okay, that lyric. Yeah, okay, he has to leave for the war. Yeah, he's going on. He's a soldier. He's going to the war. She doesn't know if she can ever see him again. She's not his lover. She's his sister. Yeah, yeah, that would fit well with this scene. That's what I do. Or like I listen to it. I'm like, okay, I would definitely put happy people in a. That's what I always do. That, and then he doesn't return. Yeah, maybe, but you don't know that because it's the beginning of the movie and you don't spoil that unless it's important to the plot that he disappears, and that's actually like what started the story. Anyway, that's the only thing I do when listening to it. Like I wish that I could use copyrighted songs on YouTube, because there's a lot of songs that I'm like, oh, this would fit really well with blank. And some YouTubers do it, but they just can't monetize. Not that I make money, it's just more that when you don't monetize, you get like less high up in the search. So also, there's this really weird. Some artists say you can use my song, but I have the right to change my mind at any time. What kind of rule is that? What kind of law is that? That's like being that's like like a public space, being like, yeah, this is a public space, but we can all of a sudden decide that you're trespassing. Like you walk in, it's just all fine, and the person suddenly like, no, wait, I've changed my mind, and then everyone gets arrested. It makes no sense. But what I do listen to most of the time, if I want to draw out sound, and I'm now actually be proud of me, but I started working out this week. Like I actually have a gym membership now, and I'm going with a friend of mine. When I used to go in the past, in the far, far away past, I used to listen to podcasts while doing it. Like, you see, like I would be doing like some sort of I don't know what this is, but some sort of exercise. But in my ears, I would hear, if you use Twitter paid ads, you can target them on geographical location, which is often more like that's what I would listen to, like informational social media, YouTube, and marketing podcasts. Like not even entertainment, just like constant flow of information or audiobooks. That's what I draw the background noise out with. Though occasionally, like I think that's more the case that I put on music when I'm a little bit tired or don't have the mental capacity to be listening to my podcasts, or I have some books like right over there, and I have the audiobook version of the books because I don't really have the focus to read them. And yeah, that's just the way I consume like background noise. Sometimes I actually have to rewind them because you miss a part. And when you miss a part of music, it doesn't really matter. But when you miss a part of information or like a course, that's not really a good idea. I honestly adore podcasts because podcasts have such a, it's so great because you can do it whenever you're doing something else. Like I've been known to just, I wanted to like list things that I do, but I don't do that much active stuff. Oh, pardon me. Live stream is this way you sneeze. Looking into the light. No, I hate it when I can't sneeze when I have to. Now, occasionally, I do find a song that I really like "The Middle" from Zed, which I was singing just now. I love that one, and occasionally, like I will hear something, but it's super rare that I find something and I'm like, oh, that's good, that's really cool. Oh, that's cool. You were making an asado. I've attended one of those when I was in Argentina. I've attended one of the two actually. I've attended two in 1 week. Fun fact: when I was in Argentina, I gained 5 kilograms in 3 weeks. But what was my point? Oh yeah, every now and again I find a song that I do enjoy, but it's super rare. Like it's just when I hear something, I'm just immediately like, oh yes, and I'm just like, not gonna trigger the virtual assistant in my phone and be like, what's this song? What's this song? And it's like, okay, saving that one. That's why like I have like what 30 songs on Spotify. Some people who have Spotify or Spotify Premium, they have like hundreds of playlists, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I have like favorites where what I'm currently listening to a lot, and then I have former favorites where when I stop listening to them, I just put them in there so I still have them archived somewhere, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I have. Oh yeah. Most of the time though, when I like a song, I don't necessarily like the artist or a band. Like I have oh, thanks. I have, for example, I'll find a song. I'm like, oh, this is a good song. And then I listen to some of the other songs from the artist or the band, and I just don't like them at all. Or like maybe most of the time from an artist or a band, I like just one or two. And I'm just like, the rest is, I'm not particularly fond. So we're like, ooh, what artist do you like? Or what's your favorite band? I'm like, none, to be honest with you. Like, I think the one band that I like most things from is Hailstorm, but I think that's it. So that's why I don't have playlists by artists most of the time. It's just like, it's not even by genre, it's just a giant mashup of all sort of things, which is funny because all my stuff is like super high organized. Well, not my desk or my desktop right now, so I'm not going to show you that, but most of the time everything. How do you don't listen to music? Well, that's what I'm explaining. Basically, I'm not sure if you just got in here because then you missed like a pretty vital part. But I want to say I have a good 30 to 40 songs completely random. Yeah, exactly. That's my point too, because I have no, for example, I have no emotional connection to artists either, in the sense it's like, you know how sometimes people say like, oh, this artist really meant a lot to me because their songs got me through this of a time. Since I don't have emotional connection to songs, I can't have an emotional connection to an artist, especially when I don't know them, like personally. That's just the thing I have. Same with people who have like an emotional connection to actors. I can't have that. I don't, because I don't know them. Like, I know people cry over the death of artists. I don't understand that. Like, I'm not saying, oh, you're so dumb for doing that. I just don't understand it because I'm like, you don't know them personally. And it might be my autism, but hashtag autism, but it's so hard for me to actually understand it. I can't fathom it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Oh, see, that's why editing a video is better, because I can cut out the thing whenever I say stuff like that. I have one favorite Argentinian band called Los Piojos. Is that good? Did I say that well? Then I think different songs from different artists. Yeah. Exactly that. So what I also have, I like pretty much all genres, but what I don't like is rap. Generally, there are some rap songs that I actually do like, which is very rare, but generally I don't like it. But it so triggers me that whenever I do find a song that I think sounds cool when they're like singing and the melody, but then they interrupt it with like a featured rapper. Oh, I just like, I just often like go onto YouTube and like this song without rap, because it's like, you have like this like cool or like don't even have to be cool lyrics, just like more melodious, and then suddenly and I'm like skip. I don't like it, but that's my personal taste. Everything that I'm explaining is my personal taste, but I'm just like, no, it doesn't fit. Sometimes it totally fits, but sometimes it's just like melodious and happy and nice and I can't rap, by the way, so that was probably the worst impersonation of rapping ever. Though the only two rap songs that I do not mind are "Stan" by Eminem. I really like that one. Mainly though because of the story that's in there. I like the story. And recently, I meant literally last night, I listened to Rockstar by, what's the dude's name? He has all of these face tattoos. Post Malone. A little bit more about that in the next point that I want to discuss. I liked the beat and I guess melody on that a lot. Which is also my next point. Sometimes you find a great song, but it has some poop lyrics. And not like, it doesn't always matter. It doesn't always matter. But like, for example, the Rockstar one, it has so many profanities, which I'm like, I don't mind, swear words, though I wouldn't say them myself, but I don't mind that. But it's just like, I find it really bothersome when, especially in rap, they call girls like, the B word, which I'm not going to say because then YouTube is immediately going to freak out on me and demonetize the stream. It's just like, it's very disrespectful. Like, and I'm gonna come into your neighborhood and go pop, 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 pop. I'm like, okay, what? Is that necessary? Because the beat and everything, I was like, ooh, it's very swingy. And there's also this song that my girlfriend showed me from Brazil called, and I'm reading it, I'm going to totally say it wrong, Olha a Explosão, from Brazil, from this MC Kevinho or something like that. I think it is a very swinging song. It's like, it's it's really upbeat, it's really dancey. So I was like, one time, because I don't speak Portuguese, so I thought, what? I'm curious, what are the lyrics? Googling the lyrics in English. It's pretty much, this girl is, like, in its essence, it's like, this girl is so hot, she is shaking her butt on the beach, in the club, shaking her butt, because she's so hot, with all her friends. And it's just like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna continue listening to it in Portuguese, where it doesn't bother me, because I don't understand what they're saying. But, and that, like, sometimes that's such a pity. Like, I don't care that much, but sometimes it's such a pity, It's definitely something I wouldn't, like, for example, the Post Malone thing, I wouldn't play on speakers when living with other people, because I know I would be 1,000% judged for all the profanities in the song. Generally, I don't care about that, but I don't, I don't want to. People in my house are, I guess, more triggered about those kind of things than me. I'm like more easily to just like tunnel focus right through it. Oh, also, that's my next point. Some songs have one good bit. Have you noticed that? Years ago, I was 12, like 9 years back almost. Dang. But I was 12, and there was this. I used to have a Nintendo DS, and on a Nintendo DS, you had this app where you could Flip Note. Yeah. And you could draw, like frame by frame, you could draw these animations and you could put them live on Flipnote. And then you could watch each other's animations and comment and be like, oh, this is a good animation, or wow, you really suck. It's like stuff like that was really fun. And you could put a little bit of, it's not, no, that's new. It used to be Flipnote, and the logo was a little froggy. That was like on the original, no, was it the DSi? I don't know, I've had so many Nintendo DSs when I was little. It was like my favorite thing, but basically, you could also put an audio track under there, and a lot of people would do music. And there was this one person who had made a Sonic animation from Sonic the Hedgehog to a song that went, and I'm gonna sing like, I will never be afraid again. I will never be afraid again. I can walk on water, I can fly. I will keep on fighting till I die. And it was like that bit on the animation. I thought, oh, that sounds swingy. I like that. It's like a bit EDM-y. Okay, cool. So you know what? I go to the computer. You type in a few lyrics. Google tells you what song it is. Pretty sure it was "I Will Never Be Afraid Again." But so okay, you know what? I'm gonna listen to the whole song. I hope it's just as banging like the whole thing. So I listen. Na, 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 na. You know that thing? Okay, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, instrumental. Okay, cool. I will never be afraid. Okay, you know that bit again. Okay, cool. Boom, 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 boom. Instrumental. Sure. Okay. Whole song was just those lines that I sang for you just like 30 seconds ago, 8 times, and just like every time they finished it, there was a little bit of instrumental. There were no other lyrics, and I thought, because yeah, I like that bit, but that's like taking your favorite bit from a song. Everyone has like a favorite bit from a song, I feel like, or at least most people, and just taking that and just constantly rewinding that, just rewinding that bit and not listening to the rest of the song. That's what it felt like, and I thought, that's so ruined now, because it had potential in my 12-year-old mind. But then it didn't. Hi. And it's just like, why? Why was that necessary? What I also got here is that, oh yeah. Oh, this triggers people so much when I say it. There's so many popular songs, not the popular songs right now, because I was gonna say there are so many popular songs that I dislike. And it's not like, all the songs that currently happen, because hating a song right now is considered cool. You know, when Nicki Minaj puts something out, then it's cool to go on Twitter and be like, I, Jeremy, don't like the new Nicki Minaj song. And then 8 people will be like, oh, I agree. And then they high five each other and they feel really cool. But the classics, some of the classics that people are like, oh, one of the best songs ever. I'm born in the wrong generation. I don't like them. And I'm gonna tell you, you know that song that everyone loves from Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody? I hate it. Like, be free to listen to it. I'm no judge on that. It's not like, ooh, why are you listening to that? I just don't care for it at all. I feel like it's just a mishmash of all like different things, and that was the point. I get that was the point. I have no reaction, no physical, no emotional, well, I don't really have that much, nothing reaction at all when that song is. Like, when I hear it, it's like, oh god, it's that 6-minute song again with a bunch of random patches of different kind of music. I don't like it when other people are like, oh, that song, yes! And I'm like, I'm sorry. Be free. The live streams stay up. The live streams stay up. But I just don't like them. I just don't like that song. And it's also like, they're saying that the music from the past was so much better. You know what the thing is? The good music gets carried over in the next generations. The music that's awful will just stay there. You know what I mean? You know? Like, because it's like, they had millions of, well, millions, probably not. I don't know how many songs do you think are made? Well, they had thousands upon thousands of songs during that time. And when you want to list, like, when they're listing, like, the best music from that time, people can list up to, like, 200 songs. What do you think happened to all the others? They weren't the best from the time. So they didn't pass on over to this generation. And the same, like, there's some pretty, overall considered mad music right now, and some overall considered or like very popular music right now. And that's the stuff that in 50 years from now, they're going to be like, oh wow, those 2010 years had amazing music. Listen to this. And it's like a percentage, like a percentage, of course. 1% of everything that this generation or this era had made of music. Because like I've heard my grandparents hum or sing a song, and I'd be like, what the heck is that? And they'd be like, oh yeah, it's the song blah 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 from my childhood, or like from my 20s or my 30s or whatever. And I'm like, never heard of that. And they were like, no, yeah, no, no one really knows it. It was considered a very bad song. Yeah, those don't get carried over. Like it's the same like saying every person from the Renaissance was a great painter. Because we've got a lot of great Renaissance paintings. Yeah, because those are the ones we kept. Those are the ones we kept and put in a museum. Like Jeremy, okay, no one in the Renaissance would be named Jeremy. Jeremiah from the 17th century might have painted 1,000 paintings, but was just awful at it, and no one sees them again because they just weren't good and they weren't considered interesting now. That's just how it works. And that concludes what I wanted to say about everything. So I don't get your brother? Are you talking about my actual brother and you know my brother, or is that like an artist? So tell me. But that's all of the stuff that I wanted to say, like my conclusion. So please chime on in on this subject. And what are your opinions around music, podcasts, listening to it in the background, favorite stuff, how often, all of that. It has been a year since the Stick live stream. Like today? Do you know that from... I had no idea. Why do you know that from Mind? Why do you know that from Hard? It's like... I love that. I'm going to drink this, by the way. Oh, wait. I'm going to put my microphone on my neck when I drink this, so... I'm going to trigger you real hard. That must be awful. Suddenly I see like the view count go me. But today, wow, that crazy inside joke just happened to appear a year ago. That's kind of weird. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of... Time goes pretty fast, but also not, because it feels like on one hand I'm like, oh yeah, a year, that makes sense. On the other hand, I'm like, oh, a year already? And on the other hand, I'm like, wow, just a year? It feels much longer. Do you get that sometimes where you just like, where people tell you like, yeah, this is this and this amount of time ago, but it just feels like everything at once? Like it's not early, it's not late, it's also right in time, it's everything. Like it's part in. The yellow bottle of water is an important part of the channel now. Thank you. Yeah, I got this when as a Christmas present when I still had a job, and it's funny because everyone gets really like hyped when they're not hyped. Like, wow, that's really cool. But it's like whenever I drink, people are like, hey, look, it's the bottle of water, and it's like true. Hey, wolves, yeah. I just mentioned that. Oh, real quick, by the way, I was wondering this. Whenever you eat a Tic Tac, do you like more like the mint stuff after you've been eating it for a little bit longer, or the initial like mini taste of vanilla? It's like really important to me. These are important questions. So, you make music. Well, I made some really interesting like points throughout the stream, so you should just rewatch everything. No, okay. It's basically just that I have very little emotional reaction to it, and generally it's just to draw out like background noise or whatever I need to fill up a little bit of noise, which is like barely ever. It's just because most of the time I'm just editing something. The only reason I'll really be listening to music is when I'm editing a thumbnail, which doesn't take insanely long. So yeah, I can't go back. Really? Huh. That's a bit strange. But yeah, no, how have you all been doing today? Here it's insanely warm, and I think it's because of my light, but how have you been doing? Adding some noise canceling headphones. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something about that. I have some pretty sweet headphones over there, which I can't reach because of the cable. Um, my ears are like stupid, and every pair of headphones hurts me. Like the only ear pods that I can wear are they're tangled. Of course they are. The Apple ones are the only ones in my life that stay in my ear. Like the in-ear ones just like move out like I hate that. Um, but also the big ones, like when they're on ear, like they hurt my ears. I'm like, no, I need over ear ones, but also preferably ones that are not too heavy and they don't clamp too much. And it's like the perfect pair of headphones that I wore were Bose headphones, but they were like 300 euros, and I don't want to pay that. It's like, yeah, I don't know. My ears are just annoying. That I would love to have those wireless AirPods. You know, the Apple ones, the ones that go like whip. Some people think they're stupid. I personally think they're really cool. In the beginning, I was super skeptical. I was like, what? But I think they're really cool now. But you know, I live in Europe, so we got Europe tax, which means that every bit of electronics that gets here from the US gets a little bit more expensive. So I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna like one day just fly over to the US, and then when I'm in the US I'm gonna get them because that would literally be like a lot more cheap. A lot cheaper. Yeah. Let me see. You played an old game, what was it? I like common TikToks, but I don't like to drink water after. Oh, yep. Yeah. My headphones are great. Which are they? Which do you have? I've been getting ready to move out of my college room for work experience. That sounds pretty cool. Is that cool? I hope it's cool. You got a Sony H ear on two over. Oh, yeah. I think I know which one. Which ones? Oh, no, wait. I have the Bose ones in mind. Eh, Paper Mario. Oh, I think I know that. I think I remember. It's gonna be fun. Okay, that's good. That's good because yeah, that that's good because most of the time when you hear like an excursion kind of thing or like I'm going somewhere, it's like ooh because I had such bad experiences because 9 out of 10 times they would just like be boring. Um, I think I've only really enjoyed one trip from school where you had to stay somewhere else, and that was when we in my second year went to one of the Dutch islands and we stayed there for 3 days. That was great. We did a video contest. I was our editor because they were like, oh yeah, Quentin can edit really fast. I put like in like an we had like 2 hours to make a video, and in like 30 minutes I edited this whole thing, added in some special effects, and we won actually, and everyone was like really stoked on me. My ears are just like yours. I gotta wear headphones and I'm wearing Apple EarPods, right? Yeah, same. They're just the most comfortable, to me at least. I had a one check because I can't hear the strip. Makes sense. Saint Martin? No, 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 not those. No, you see, the Netherlands itself has 5 islands on the top. Very small, very small. Like you can get bike through them in half an hour. Not the ones that are like part of the Dutch kingdom. That would have been sweet. That would have been pretty sweet. No, we just half an hour boat trip. It's like they're right near the coast. EarPods make my ears hurt. The Apple ones or just the ones in general? Because the Apple ones are the only ones that don't make my ears like get hurt. Because the ones that are in ear, like I got them one time. I just put them in, and I see them move out like ooh plonk. So I like okay, put a different like one of those little knobbies on there. Maybe this one. Okay, no, a little different. It doesn't work. It no like the ones that are called earpods. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, no, those are my faves, and um, I got them with my iPhone, and I'm just like so happy with it. I have special earpods that don't hurt. Oh, that's sweet. What's the brand? What's the brand? Hello, Survivor, and welcome. I see that you're here. We have gotten to the part where we're talking about random things, and we're currently talking about how headphones sometimes hurt, and for some people they don't, and people are talking what their favorite way of listening to something is. The only ones that fit my ears were some cheap Sony ones because of yeah. Overall, I like Sony's machines, just like most things. Pretty sure their phones are pretty good too, but I don't really use Android anymore since I've fallen in love with the iOS like environment so much. But if I were to go back to Android, I would absolutely go with Samsung actually. Have over-ear headphones. Same, though the ones I currently have clamp too much. Like one day I just want to have like Bose and then like large ones, little pillows in it. Oh, that's pretty cool. One time I was in the station and there was this person who had the largest headphones in the history of mankind. They were this big, like they covered his head. They were like, poof, like it was like he was wearing a helmet. Like he had to just like strap it all on. I remember walking by and I just like glanced at it. It was like, they were so big, but I don't know. Probably they won't touch his ears, so I bet his ears are alright. Have you seen the new Sony RX100 Mark VI? Yeah, I have, but I haven't looked into it that much. I heard that the aperture is smaller. Like you can't go 1.8 anymore, which that would be like that was the reason to get that thing. But I'm not sure if it's true. 24 to 200 millimeter lens, yeah, but it's crop factor, right? So 200 millimeter is probably gonna look weird or not, or is it like actually lens 200 millimeter? Why would you wear a helmet? Well, that was my point too, where I was like talking that I don't really have that much of an emotional connection to music, and it's just how most people just freak out over that, and also like some unpopular opinions and everything. Now it starts at f2.8. Oh, no cropped? The RX100 isn't full frame, right? Is that a full frame sensor? Because that'd be pretty insane. I gotta say, that'd be pretty insane. The only thing that would be amazing for them to add is a mic port, because then you can get that Rode thing, like that small Rode directional mic on the side, and then you have like, then it's just it's brilliant. Why aren't you talking about music? Because we're getting to that point of the stream where we're talking about just random anything. And I've listed 1, 2, 3, 4, like 14 things about music that I wanted to say. Wait, I haven't done much with cameras, so I'm half lost but half feel like I belong. Oh, advertised vocal length. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I like Sony cameras, but they never have a flip screen. So if I were to get one, I wouldn't be able to see myself. So I'd be like, imagine just like recording a video and being like, or speaking like this, and then you look you watch all your footage back, and it's just like, yes, hello, like no. Why don't you? I know you do, Wolves, because you just said you make it. What kind do you make, actually? I'm curious. RX106 has flip screen. Yeah, but that's the thing. The RX100 always had a flip screen because that's what it was made for. But all of the, like the A7 and the A7S and the A7R dubstep. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's one of the things I kind of like. Though depending on it, like some is a bit too much for me, but some I really like. But like I like it a lot when you have like certain clips for a video too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome. I take that you like you have one of those keyboards and you use like Fruity Loop Studio or Ableton or Logic X if you're on a Mac. I've actually tried to do that in the past to make some Ableton. Ableton is, I think, my fave because I've actually tried to make some things in the past for my videos, but I have no rhythm like at all. So in Argentina, the best brand of cameras is Nikon. Nikon? Really? That's like my least favorite from all camera manufacturers. Like I like Canon, but they're not really innovating that much. Sony is being like great for the money, but it doesn't have a flip screen, so I can't work with that. And Panasonic is being cool too. Sony RX10 Mark II. Oh yeah, got it. Why don't you have interesting topics like Python, Monty Python, or actual Pythons? Why would I? I gotta say, I know surprisingly little about actual Pythons, and I don't really watch Monty Python. Hey, Screen is so limited. Yeah, I know, it's so sad. It's the butt of everyone's jokes in camera. Yeah, it's like they're not bad. It's just okay. So one of my friends has an who also makes videos. Nat, not everyone. Like most of you will probably know her. Not sure if everyone does, but she films with a Nikon. And I at some point I was just oh the programming language. No, it's set to be really hard. But I was like, okay, can I adjust some of um your camera settings? And she was like, yeah, sure. I have no clue how to get through a Nikon menu. It's just like, uh, so wait, why is everyone talking about P all of a sudden? Python is super simple. Is it? I've never really looked into it. I thought that was one of the more hard ones. Uh, I haven't been to the store yet, but that's like if we're being honest, I haven't been outside yet. But I will definitely do that when there are less pollen. So when it starts raining, I might go outside. But yeah, no, still, thanks a lot for that. That was really cool. But yeah, no, I've not been outside. Except for yesterday when when I was a handyman and I was working on my apartment. I put things in trash bins. And yesterday we were celebrating my grandma's birthday in an all-you-can-eat restaurant, which is probably the reason I'm actually having these Tic Tacs, because I'm actually really nauseous. Anyone else who really only eats meat in an all-you-can-eat restaurant? Because I do that. They had sushi too, though. Also, there were flies on the sushi. Maybe I shouldn't have eaten. Maybe, do you think that that's the problem? Nah. I'm actually subscribed to a snake channel. That's pretty cool. My not my uncle, my mom's uncle. I don't know what that's called for me, but used to have like this giant snake, and that was it. That was like no like further story to that. I was just gonna point that out. Snakes are pretty cool. Snakes are pretty cool. I'm generally really scared of most living things, so I keep my distance. But I feel like at this current age, I'd be able to hold a small one without feeling really scared. So that, just like not the large ones where they like walk in and like, hello, here's my snake. I'm like, haha, no. Oh no, you don't have to give me your money. I really appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. And have a good dinner. Wait, what do you have dinner at 5:30? But have a good dinner. But that's very early. But yeah, I hope you're eating something cool. I love meat, but meat on pizza is horrible. Really? Oh no, I eat like meat lovers pizza. Like that's like, my stepfather makes pizza that's like every type of meat. Oh, okay? Yeah, that makes sense if you got to do something. That makes sense. What kind of sport do you do? Real quick before you go, what kind of sport do you do? Unless you can't wait, but I'm curious. If anyone like, I love meat and everything. That's an Argentinian stereotype, isn't it? Because when I was there, my girlfriend told me that there's pretty much no one who is a vegan. Like if someone's a vegan in Argentina, people are just like, really? Huh. Though, fun fact, the Netherlands actually has a very low level, like a low percentage of vegans too. Just a higher percentage of vegetarians. That's a lot of sports. That is a lot of sports. Either taste is lost or taste is too strong. Oh, you think? Nah, I don't. I don't agree. But I could never go vegan for main courses, but I've often enjoyed vegan desserts. Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't know any vegan? I know a couple. I'm a vegetarian only for animal welfare reasons. Yeah. Don't hate peas for eating meat. Y'all do whatever you want. That's good. Like I like that because there's so many people. Like for example, what was it? There was this one guy on my mom's Facebook who made like a joke. No. I think he made like a public service announcement about something bad that happened. So I don't remember. What was it? Or it was a meme. Anything. It didn't have anything to do with meat. And this vegan dude comes in, and he just makes it all about being vegan. And people are, and my mom's like, well, I would appreciate it. Like, you know what? I respect what you blah blah blah. I feel like you should respect other people who don't share your beliefs. And he's like, how can I respect your disgusting opinion? And my mom was just like, and I really wanted to get on there with my Facebook and say, can't you see this guy is the second coming of Christ, guys? Because I wanted to like piss him off. But I ended up forgetting about it, so it's a bit late now. But that would have been really funny. Somehow I find it so funny when people are preaching and they're like being, I'm totally right and everyone else is wrong about stuff like that. I just want to be like, why does no one else understand that you're the second coming of Christ? Because it's just like, I don't know, I just find it really funny. How long the stream's gonna be? A little bit, like a few more minutes. I love memes, so do I. Though the European Union wants to ban them. I've read, I mean, I'm not reading that article. It seems very like, it seemed a little bit too clickbaity where it's like, European Union wants to ban memes, and then you click it and it's like, well, not actually, but they once talked about memes, and it's like, yeah, but I'm not reading a whole article for that, you know? I'm not sure what, I don't know what sacrilege means, so you're gonna give me a definition of that, but, well, actually there is no death penalty in this country, so even lifelong in jail is only 40 years. Like, it's not lifelong. People get older than 40. I've noticed 9 out of 10 times when I'm stopping the stream, I'm out of water. Like, I'm almost out of. I feel like I just have like the right amount of water for a stream. The European Union wants to change. Oh wait, internet rules. What internet rules? You're not allowed to be mean on the internet. It's a thing about if copyright owners want to, they can prohibit a meme on their content. Oh. Whoa. You know that thing where your ear pops and everything just sounds different? Oh, I got that right now. I think I saw a video from Beam News about memes have become a political stand. Oh, yeah. Got it. I'm talking about when the revolution comes. Oh. Well. That's not cool. I don't expect a revolution to come soon. Unless I lead it. Yes. Oh, by the way, this is something that I ask every group of people that I'm with for like a longer amount of time, whether it's a friend group or like a project group or co-workers. So imagine all of you and me, like the people who are right here, right now in this stream, we would all be together in the same location, and there would be a zombie apocalypse, like Walking Dead style zombie apocalypse. Then I would clearly be the leader, right? The leader of our survival group, right? So, like, I just wanted to point that out. Like, I just needed to get that out there and realize, like, you're probably agreeing with that. So, just making sure that if that were to happen, you would all acknowledge me as our survival leader. So, I see one yes from Gogo Girl. Yes. She agrees that I'd be the leader. Tessa says absolutely. Katana boy. I'd be chicken running for the nearest aircraft. Do you know how to fly though? Wait, I feel like you actually do. Like, that'd be a thing up your alley to actually know how to fly. I can't, but you wouldn't be. You definitely would be the leader. Viper said. They kill themselves. Oh no, yeah. I'm saying like in The Walking Dead. Yeah, everyone is. It's flight simulator games. Imagine your hands resting in the hand, like imagine your life resting in the hands of a pilot who says, "Yeah, no, I've done a couple of simulation games." That's like getting behind the wheel with me being like, "Don't worry, I play Grand Theft Auto," even though I don't. But and then yes, I love it. It's really warm in here, but okay. Anyway, this was a really good stream. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to the restart button. I don't know. People said that it didn't work, but when I end it now, you should be able to scroll back. don't know. Yeah, first it's oh, because it's not processed yet. So like when I end it, it's gonna take like 30 minutes to process, and then people can go back. It's a weird system, gotta say. But thanks so much for being here. It was a lot of fun getting these things off my chest and talking to you about whatever, and me being the leader in the zombie apocalypse. Thank you so much for being here. You make Sundays fun for. Aw, thank you so much, and thanks for being here. Oh, and the mean the flight saving thing. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Nice, love it. Have a good rest of your day. Love to see you next time. Bye bye.